Yo, what's going on, ladies and gentlemen? Let's talk about how to scale to hit your December goals. We are quite literally in peak gifting season, and you're going to need to spend directly in proportion with the goals that you're trying to hit. And that's kind of what we're going to be talking about today. How do you actually spend in proportion? How do we get more spend across the board on things that are working, less spend on things that are not working, and how do we scale to whatever the goals are? Our goals are to hit 100K days. We're getting close to there, not there yet. And I'm going to go ahead and launch a few campaigns live into our ad account here today with some strategies on how to further scale. One of my favorite ways to add some additional scale is by taking what we know is working and start mixing it with other variables. That's going to be tying into horizontal scaling. We'll talk about that. I think it's super slept on as a whole. And yeah, we're going to just directly hop into it. So first things first, we're going to hop into the ad account. And before you can actually scale anything, you're going to need creative to be able to handle spend, right? So if you don't have any creative that you can put some more spend behind, step one is going to be doing some creative testing until you identify that creative. My recommendations for that, I'll speed run through it, is just going to be do it in ABO, like keep it simple. I would group a bunch of content inside of a consolidated ABO ad set here. I would leave pretty much everything completely broad apart from excluding 180 days. Website visitors on your creative testing is a good way to ensure and force top of funnel prospecting only, which can allow you to identify creative that can then get more spend at the top of the funnel, which you need. So as you creative test and as you identify ones that have returns that are what you're looking for and above, you can further scale those. I'm going to just go ahead and show you guys kind of how that looks like in terms of a winner. These guys here would be uncovered creatives that were able to get more spend at returns that we're looking for. For context, we're looking for like a 1.4 return on ad spend and above here. After you identify these, you can move on to the next step, which is actually going to be scaling them. Also, spoiler, you can scale them directly where they lie in the ABO side. And we'll also talk about some ways you can horizontally scale with ABO. But I first want to go and actually build more of a structured scaling campaign and talk about how you can horizontally scale with multiple different scaling campaigns, as I think that's a far better lever to pull and get more scale out of. So what you want to do is as you're identifying creatives that are working, you want to start consolidating them. One of the ways that's been working really well, this is something that was recommended by an advisor of mine, is consolidating inside of a CBO cost cap, ad CBO cost cap campaign that you're utilizing really the target cost per result that you're trying to get. So quite literally putting in the target CAC you're trying to acquire here, and then consolidating all these winning assets underneath the same roof, which is by far best practice for Andromeda and allowing really top tier targeting to be happening. So that's what I would recommend as a whole. Kind of if you're starting off and this is your first scaling campaign, I would likely be recommending CBO cost cap, setting the budget at what you're comfortable spending at a daily basis. I think I started this off at about $1,000, and then increasing as you see good performance, setting the cost per result goal at what you're trying to acquire for. And then if I go through the actual campaign settings here, you're going to see we're not actually excluding anybody. We're just targeting the top countries that we're trying to acquire in. We don't have any exclusions, so complete control to the Advantage Plus. And inside of there, we're just consolidating, again, top assets. Now, I am playing around with having additional ad sets inside of the CBO, also using cost controls with different assets. But again, my recommendation would be one in here to start with. Now, how do we horizontally scale a campaign like this? One really cool method that I'll go ahead and show you guys here as we build it live is going to be as follows. We're going to go ahead and duplicate this campaign. After we duplicate the campaign, we're going to go and change the title here and add, I'm going to add DMS. Now, I want to explain this a little bit. The strategy that we're about to implement is going to be taking our top performing assets and rerunning them from a third person perspective. Now, that might sound a little bit confusing, just kind of follow along with me, bear with me a little bit here, and it's going to make a lot more sense. I'm just going to be keeping this champion ad set inside of here with the creatives that have been proven to spend as we were previously looking. And I'm going to remove these other two ad sets. I'm just going to directly delete them from this new scaling campaign that we're creating. We just want to have a singular ad set here that has all of the top performing assets in it. And what we're going to do is we're going to go inside of all of these. We're going to select them all, and we're going to change the page that they're actually being delivered from. So I'm going to go ahead and, as you saw before, DMS is what I titled this. I'm going to look for Dog Mom Secrets. That's one page that we are utilizing. Now you can literally create another page. Like you can go to your business manager, create another page, title the page something that's going to be like a third person theme page in your niche, if you will, right? So if you're in the health space, you know, daily health tips might be the name of your page. I'm in the dog niche, so Dog Mom Secrets is going to be the name of my page here. So the first step was to change out the page that these are being run from to a third-party page. And then the second step here is going to be to change the copy in here to be speaking to our target demographic in a third-person perspective. Now, I do want to just show you guys how that looks like so you have an idea. This personalized pet face necklace from @PupBring is adorable, right? So we're saying it in like a third-person perspective, calling out the brand, acting like we're a separate page that's talking about the ad, if that makes sense. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and go through all of my ads here and literally swap out the current copy with copy that's going to be from like a third person perspective, and then I will be back. Cool. So we have successfully went through all of the ads here that we were relaunching on the new pages and have uploaded new copy that is talking from a third person perspective. You can see, I'll just go through a few of them here so you get an example. My go-to gift for all my pet lovers out there is this pet face necklace from @PupBring. They love their pet, so a necklace with their pet's face on it is a no-brainer, right? This pet face necklace from @PupBring is adorable. Get the perfect present from @PupBring, right? So it's just literally talking about it in a third person perspective. This campaign is about good to go. The only thing that I want to do here is actually start this budget a little bit lower. I typically like setting budgets for new campaigns, even scaling campaigns. It's something that I am okay with blowing through on a daily basis, right? And letting it run for a couple of days. That's the only way it's actually going to get enough data to learn. I believe that everything else here is good to go. So I'm going to go ahead and publish this campaign. And then we're going to talk about the other ways that you can horizontally add some more scale inside of your ad accounts. While this is publishing, I did want to mention this will be the last time I am publicly offering a one-on-one mentorship for $1,000 a month. You can grab that grandfathered in price right now. Keep it forever. It will be doubling to $2,000 a month this upcoming week. Again, this is working directly one-on-one with myself to optimize and scale your e-commerce brand. Beautiful. So this campaign has successfully been launched, and I am going to merely let it start learning now. You can do this exact same strategy where you duplicate a consolidated campaign like this with all of your top assets in many different ways, right? So we covered running it from a different theme page. I do want to just briefly give you guys a few other ways that you can run these and horizontally scale with them. Another one is going to be identifying different landing pages and transition pages to be sending your traffic to. All of these here are going to our primary transition page that looks something like this. And what I would highly recommend is testing different pages that are going to be resonating with the demographics that you're sending from those top creatives, right? So if those top creatives are very gifting focused, obviously having a gifting transition page like this that is emphasizing the emotion to the gift giver, that's telling them they're going to be able to craft a gift she'll never forget. This will merely increase your conversion rate. So I'd highly recommend also testing different landing pages in a very similar style, just separate campaign, per different landing page with all of your top creatives, then sending separate traffic to that different landing page. You can do the exact same thing with different copy tests. You can do the exact same thing with different theme pages. This is one of a few ways that you can horizontally scale with similar campaign structures. I do want to touch on also horizontally scaling on the ABO level, as we talked a little bit about before. How you're going to want to approach this, I will show you. You're going to want to create a new ABO ad set. You can name this whatever you would like. I'm going to say Consolidated Horizontal, and we're going to say that we're going to leave this for the interest that we're going to be running there. I'll leave the ad blank here, and you'll see why. Because we're going to go ahead and duplicate our best assets from our creative testing inside of it. So the goal here and the strategy here is going to go around having a very low budget that we can spend on a daily basis that's targeting with our top assets that we're currently running in our testing towards a specific group of people. Now you can do this many ways. I'm going to go and show you guys a few different ones here. So let's go ahead and first duplicate inside our top performing creatives from our creative testing campaign. Sweet. So we're going to select 10 assets that we want to consolidate underneath the exact ad set that we're going to be building this horizontal scaling strategy in. And after we select the 10 ads, we're going to simply click on duplicate, and we're going to move them over to an existing campaign. This is also going to be inside of our ABO testing. And then we're going to be putting it inside of this consolidated horizontal scaling ad set. We'll hit on duplicate, and it will throw all those 10 ads inside of here. Now, how do we approach the actual targeting for each of these ad sets? It's going to be pretty straightforward. We want to set the budget to what our target cost per acquisition is going to be. For me, this is going to be give or take 45 is like really profitable and ideal. So I'm going to set it as that. For the countries, put in the countries you wish to target. I'm going to go United States, Canada, and Australia. And then we do want to go over to the exclusions here, and we do want to add a few exclusions. This is going to be very similar to how I mentioned we set up our creative testing, where we want to exclude 180-day website visitors. This is going to ensure that we're just speaking to a new prospecting audience with these prospecting creatives that we have selected and injected to deliver. Language we're going to leave on all. Placements we're going to leave on all. Everything else will be left on broad. Now, we're going to go over to the actual targeting settings. We're going to click on the suggest an audience, and we're going to go over to the detail targeting. Now, this strategy is going to involve selecting an interest, random interests, and basically running separate ad sets at low budget for separate interests. This is known as the horizontal interest targeting strategy. I have a few videos on it as well on Ecom Live. If you just type in horizontal, you'll see horizontal audience testing, and there's a few others. Here's another one on how I media buy it. If you want more examples of like how I kill these, how I scale them, if you will. But just to kind of run through this strategy here with you guys, we'll just go ahead and add investment banking here as the interest. We'll select this, and we'll put her up top. Cool. So now we're quite literally going to be targeting people that are interested in investment banking. Now, the issue here is we still have Advantage Plus turned on, so it's just going to take this as a suggestion. If we want to force just to be going to this interest group, which we do, we want to click on further limit the reach of your ads, and then go here, click OK. And now this is just going to be targeting people that are falling under this interest, as well as that have not visited the website in the last 180 days in these countries. Next, we're going to go ahead and click quickly duplicate. And now you're going to follow this exact same process for a bunch of different interests. This is how we achieve additional scale at low budget spent on each of these ad sets. One of my favorite ways to do this is literally just break this down again, click on browse. You can actually click right here and then just kind of go down this list. I'll just go ahead and select economics. Sure, why not? We'll remove investment banking. We'll copy this. We'll go back to the top and then we'll put this in there. Now, I do want to demonstrate that you can also do this with different lookalikes. So one example of how you would do this with a lookalike is by creating the lookalike audience, which I think I have a piece of content on how to actually create lookalikes. I'm actually curious myself. Lookalike. Yeah, Facebook lookalike audience tutorial. Just literally look up lookalike on Ecom Live and you can see how to get it set up. Some of my favorite lookalikes to actually target are going to be people that have initiated checkout. So I like to hit people that are worldwide and have initiated checkout, similar people to that group, right? So I'm just going to go ahead and select 1% for initiate checkouts here on a worldwide, and then that's going to be obviously narrowed down by the countries that we're trying to target to. And you can rinse and repeat this process with as many lookalikes, as many interests. You could really go ham with it. I've in previous years to just add like from one day to another day, you know, another 10 grand in ad spend. I've run this exact same strategy and it's worked wonders. Again, this is just horizontal, low budget interest testing and forcing spend to pockets of audience with your top creative. That's pretty much that strat. Keep your foot on creative testing, guys. In this exact same structure, I test a bunch of creative. You have to continue to test creative during this period to unlock pieces that are going to work well for you and can get additional scale. And then as you identify creative that's working, consolidate it into groups like we talked about on this CBO campaign, consolidate them into ad sets, push them to different pockets of audiences. Again, all of this boils down to how can you actually get the appropriate amount of spend out at the return that you need in order to hit the goals that you have. Hopefully this was beneficial. If you guys have any questions, feel free to reach out to me directly. Always more than happy to help. And with that said, you guys have a good rest of your Friday. Cheers.